Hey, it's Coach Edwards with LacrosseGoalietips.com and LacrosseGoalieUniversity.com. This week, this is kind of funny because I got a follow-up to the video that we did last week about how to make the most of the showcase and the camp experience. And then this week, we're talking about how does a goalie not give up bad goals. This question arose when I got an email from a parent who was really shocked and kind of bummed because they spent all this money on an event and a showcase event, and their goalie didn't pan out, didn't play anywhere near like they had played during the season, which is disappointing. So what I would do is first and foremost, go back and watch that video I did about how to make the most of your camp experience, your showcase experience, that was just a week or so back. All right, have a look at that, see where things would have broken down. The other thing, the other question that kind of came up around this was, how do you not give up bad goals, all right? What I find is goalies who give up bad goals in games usually have not been tested enough in practice. And then coming into the game, they're either overhyped, where they're worrying about all this stuff. They're worrying about making the saves, and they're worried about what the score of the game is going to be, and they're worried about who's watching, all that stuff. That's all negative, all right? It's all worry, and it's all useless, really. So a goalie who gives up bad goals, what I tell goalies is that every ball is the same, all right? You can only play like you practice, and you can only practice like you play, right? So if a goalie works real hard in practice, and so that games feel easy, but now games are easier kind of in the head, then there's the opportunity for a goalie to take it lightly, right? And then what can happen there is that they're not really in that peak state, they're just below it, right? And when you're just below peak state, that's when bad goals can happen. Also, if you blow through peak state and you're overhyped and you're amped and you're nervous and you're gripping the stick real hard, then you can give up bad goals as well. We're trying to get a goalie on game day when it matters to be in that window of peak state, all right? And it's a window. And the thing is that every day it's different getting to that peak state, all right? It's rare that a goalie has such a routine that every day is the same and every you know, and they're ready for game day, and then boom, they're there. I know as a goalie, like there's days when you are, it's cold out or it's too hot, right? Or you had enough sleep or you didn't have enough sleep, or you're dehydrated or you're hydrated enough, right? So you're balancing all these things as an athlete to get to that peak state. And then what happens is you get out and you add the mental component to it, to the performance, and you're either giving up, you're either making your saves that you think you're supposed to make, or you're not, right? Remember, to make a save, you got to see the ball, you got to know where it's going, and then you got to move to it. That's it, right? So, when the moving to it part breaks down, why did that happen? And then you decipher it from there, okay? So this is a shorter video this week, but when a goalie gives up a goal that they think they should have had, I don't like that saying anymore. I used to believe in it, but now I don't. Like, every ball needs to be treated like its own separate entity. And then if it goes by the goalie, the question is, did you see it? Did you know where it was going? And did you move to it? All right. And if there's a breakdown, once you decide where the breakdown is, then you assess, like, well, why did the breakdown happen? And when you look at it that way, a goalie can look at every ball individually, make an improvement, and then move forward, okay? So it's super important. All right, I'm Coach Edwards, LacrosseGoalietips.com and LacrosseGoalieUniversity.com. That's a great question. Thank you. If you've got a question for me, email me, CoachEdwards@LacrosseGoalietips.com. And do me a favor, pin it, share it, tweet it, like it, Google Plus it, and leave me a comment below. Much appreciated. I'll talk to you real soon. Cheers.